What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing a different type of video because I have been battling sickness. I'm not really battling it, but I've just felt like trash all week, so I didn't want to actually record a full video this week. Well, I did want to. First of all, I did want to record a full video. I physically could not. I can't bring myself to yell as loud as I normally do. I have a terrible headache. With that being said, though, today we are going to talk about something that I need to talk about. It's the scores from last week from the NFL and college football, because we have some things that we need to talk about. We have some serious allegations that we need to talk about, that we need to do. We need to figure something out here, because this is getting a little ridiculous. First thing that I want to talk about is the South Carolina teams. Both of them, Clemson and South Carolina, are both dog water this year. They are both dog shit this year. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm a Clemson fan. I don't know if anybody knew that, but I am a Clemson fan. Both teams suck this year. All right, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm just gonna say it. Both teams are trash this year. Okay, you got South Carolina. They won against Virginia Tech. They won against South Carolina State. The Virginia Tech game, it looked good at the time, but then Virginia Tech got beat by absolute garbage. I mean, Virginia Tech's schedule, they lost to South Carolina, got their ass whooped by Vanderbilt, got their ass whooped by Old Dominion. That's when the wins stopped mattering, and then they won against Wofford. Yeah, it's kind of rough right now. So then South Carolina beat South Carolina State, which is like, should beat South Carolina State. They beat them by 28, and then they lose to Vanderbilt 31-7. Now, a lot of people that are South Carolina fans were talking about, oh, Lenore Sellers was out, that's why we lost. Sellers didn't play, he got injured, that's why we lost. You were down 7-14 before he even went out. He threw an interception. You were already down. You weren't going to win that game even if he was in. But let's say you would have. You still lost to Missouri with him in. He played the full game. You still lost. Yeah, you could say, oh, they're the 23rd ranked team in the country. All this. Man, look. It's time to admit that the South Carolina teams are trash. What do I mean by that? Coastal Carolina's 2-2. They lost to Virginia. They lost to East Carolina 38-0. How the hell you let 38-0 happen to East Carolina? At home. You were at home and they beat you 38-0. You beat South Alabama. You beat Charleston Southern. Cool. Whatever. I mean, Coastal Carolina's downhill too. Another team that is downhill, unfortunately, is my Clemson Tigers. Have the worst record in the state. 1-3. Lost to LSU. We looked pretty good that game. Beat Troy down 16-0 at halftime. Lost to Georgia Tech, which is like, cool, Georgia Tech looks good this year. Then you lose to Syracuse. It's a little rough. It's a little bit rough, okay? A little rough around the edges. Other games, I mean, this week wasn't really a good week for college football. You had LSU Southeastern Louisiana. I mean, that was going to be a slaughter no matter which way you put it. Miami, Florida was supposed to be a decent game. Didn't end up being a good game. Oregon State wasn't that good. I mean, Oregon killed them. Obviously, Florida State looking better this year, 66-10. Texas, I mean, dominated Sam Houston. I would hope so. Even though Arch made it look like it was a rivalry game, like it was a ranked game. Trash. Number 19 Indiana beat the absolute out of Illinois. Look, bro, if you're an Illinois fan, just quit watching football for the rest of the year, because how the do you let this happen? 63-10. You put up 10 points in the first half and then said, nope, we're done scoring for the rest of the game. Because whatever. Auburn, Oklahoma was good. Ole Miss, Tulane, Tennessee, UAB. Texas Tech, Utah should have been better, but it wasn't. Georgia Tech won, obviously. Vanderbilt beat the absolute out of Georgia State 70-21. Vanderbilt looked like they're going to the playoffs this year. Vanderbilt looked like a playoff team this year, which I'm not mad at it. Vanderbilt been needing it for a long time, and they finally not going to be the laughingstock of the SEC, which is cool. I like that. Nebraska, Michigan, South Carolina, Missouri, Purdue, Notre Dame, and Michigan State, USC. You know, that's just top 25. I mean, you obviously have other games as well. Other games that could have been decent games, but they probably weren't. You know, outside of the top 25, you don't really get many decent games. I mean, this one was good. Arkansas, Memphis. Arkansas should be ashamed of themselves. Maryland won. Syracuse beat Clemson. I mean, we've been over that, but wow. Another game I want to talk about, North Carolina. North Carolina might be the most sorry team of all time, okay? Why do I say they're the most sorry team of all time? They beat Charlotte and Richmond. One of those is an FCS school. The other one is trash. And they lost 48-14 to TCU, and they lost 34-9 to UCF. Now everybody on the internet is saying it's because they have a new team, it's a new roster, they're just learning. Yeah, how many weeks does it take to learn? You have one of the greatest NFL coaches of all time as your head coach, and you still can't win. You've won 2 games, and both those games don't matter because they weren't against anybody good. I don't know. Maybe I don't know ball. I might not know ball. You can comment down below and say I don't know ball, because I probably don't. But I feel like that shouldn't be happening to North Carolina. I just feel like that shouldn't be happening like that. UNLV beat Miami of Ohio after being down for pretty much all game, which is good. South Florida whooped South Carolina State, obviously. I mean, as you're going to. UConn won a couple games. They're 2-0 in their conference. They're doing pretty well. James Madison's 1-1 in their conference. Decent. Yeah, this wasn't really a good week for college football. There wasn't many decent games to even look at, you know. I just wanted to talk about the South Carolina thing because I'm from South Carolina and it is not looking good for football for us this year at all. Next week, though, we got a good week. Week 5, we got a good week for at least top 25 action. We got, let's see, we got Florida State, Virginia, TCU, Arizona State, Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, USC, Illinois, Illinois gonna get that kicked again. It doesn't get good until you get to LSU. Ole Miss is gonna be a great game. I'm gonna have fun watching that because my Tigers have a bye week. My Tigers got a bye week before they got to play North Carolina. If we lose in North Carolina, we the sorriest team in the league. I don't care. We the sorriest team in college football if we lose in North Carolina. Auburn, Texas A&M is going to be pretty good. Oregon, Penn State might be a banger. Alabama, Georgia has the potential to be an absolute banger. Has the potential to be a barn burner, but you never really know with either one of these teams. I mean, at least Georgia, you know they really good. So Georgia's favored by 2.5 in this game. Penn State's favored to beat Oregon. Anyway, let's move on to the NFL. As of recording this is Monday of the week that just passed, of the weekend that just passed. So this will be going out on Saturday morning. So all this is outdated now. We're moving into a new football week, but I just had to make this video today because I needed to get something out, and the fact that Imperialism also will be coming back next week. Like, I'm not done with Imperialism. It is coming back next week. Dolphins, Bills. Dolphins end up getting the loss. They looked really good at the beginning of the game. They just fell apart towards the end. I think Mike McDaniel's tenure there is over. I think it might be over soon. Browns beat the Packers. They go 1-2 now. They were 0-2 going into the game. They're now 1-2. Hey, Browns fans, get it. Do what you can. This was a decent game. I didn't get to watch much of it, but it was a decent game. Colts 3-0 with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is probably the front runner for MVP right now. One of the front runners for MVP right now. I don't know who the front runners are, but it's probably that. Let's see season leaders here. Daniel Jones is 3rd. And we know it goes to a quarterback every year. Daniel Jones is 3rd. Bengals and the Vikings. Bengals don't have Joe Burrow, so I'm not going to put this game against them. They have Jake Browning. Or Jack Browning, Jake Brown. What the hell is this dude's name? Jake Browning is their quarterback. I'm not going to put it against them. Carson Wentz was starting for Minnesota. Wait, why? Am I missing an injury with JJ? Oh, JJ's out. Okay. I didn't know JJ was injured. This makes it even worse. No, that Joe Burrow's not in. It doesn't matter because Jake Browning had to go up against Carson Wentz. All right, that game just got more sad to me. Right. Anyway, Steelers, Patriots. Decent game. We play the Patriots next week. The Panthers do. So, decent game, though, overall. This was a fantastic game. At least the end of it was. Rams, Eagles. I believe there was 2 blocked kicks. One of them was ran back for a touchdown at the end of the game to pad the Eagles stats. Eagles stay 3-0. Rams go 2-1. Rams looked better in this game to me. I feel like the Rams should have won this game, but unfortunately they did not. They ended up taking a loss to the Eagles, which... it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's really not that big of a deal, but it is what it is. Next up is the Jets-Buccaneers game. That one also had a fumble or a blocked kick, which ran back for a touchdown. Unfortunately, it's not going to matter because the next field goal that they kicked was good and it won them the game. So it's not going to be remembered. Commanders absolutely destroyed the Raiders. Nothing left to say. Ladies and gentlemen, I could cry right now. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we did it, y'all. We did it, man. We beat the allegations, y'all. We did it, man. We beat the Falcons 30-0. We killed them. We beat the allegations, y'all. We not trash. We not the trashiest team in the league anymore. The Saints are the trashiest team in the league. Yo, Panthers fans out there, y'all, man, look. We've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this moment. This is our moment to win the rest of the games. Go 15-2. Anyway, we beat the Falcons 30-0. I mean, it did not look good for the Falcons. I woke up late for this game, but they missed 2 field goals after cutting their kicker and signing a new kicker who was even trashier than the other kicker. I don't know how that worked, but anyway, they managed to do it because the Panthers beat them 30-0. We scored 3 field goals. 3. They couldn't score 1. They couldn't score 1, and then they fumbled at the end of the game like the bums that they are. Atlanta fans, I hope you're mad. I hope you stay mad, because we winning, baby. We winning the conference this year. Don't play with us. Next up, the Texans are disappointing. 17-10 final score. Texans are 0-3. CJ Stroud looked washed in his 3rd year in the league. I don't know what the hell going on, but they need to figure it out in Houston, because Houston is not doing good right now, and they need to figure it out. Chargers Broncos, great game. I feel like it ended controversially, but great game from the Chargers and the Broncos. I have nothing more to say about this. Ladies and gentlemen, the Saints got their ass whooped by the Seahawks. 44-13 final score. 2 NFC teams down, 2 NFC South teams down in blowout fashion. 30-0 to the Falcons, 44-13 to the Saints. Now, I will give the Saints this. At least they scored a point. Something that Atlanta could never do. Atlanta could never score a point, but at least they scored a point. That's all that matters. Moving on, Bears beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys are officially washed. I do not care what any Cowboys fans have to say. Cowboys fans, come in my comment section. I dare you. Y'all are washed. Y'all might be the trashiest team in the league. How the hell you lose to the Bears? How did you do that? The Bears are trash. So how did you lose? Huh? Moving on, Cardinals, 49ers. Good game. I didn't watch it. Good game though. Chiefs, Giants. I mean, the Giants are trash. I mean, what more can I say? DK, my editor, is a Giants fan. Your team is trash, but I don't know what else to tell you. He was crashing out in the group chat last night. I keep saying last night because I'm recording this on the Monday right after, but he was crashing out last night. And then the game that just finished, the Lions Ravens, 38-30. Great game. I watched that whole game. It was a really good game. Really good game. Lions look like they might be it this year. Although, who did they lose to? I forget who they lost to. Oh yeah, they lost to the Packers. Not a good look at all. Week 4 for the NFL, looking pretty good. Panthers, Patriots. This is the game that I'm looking forward to the most right here. This game right here, 1 p.m. on Fox. Yo, know I'm gonna be watching that. Sunday Night Football will be Packers, Cowboys. Packers better beat the Cowboys. They don't want to be sorry. They don't want to be sorry. 2 games on Monday night. Jets, Dolphins. Jets might actually be able to get their first win, or the Dolphins could get their first win. It's 2 0-3 teams on Monday Night Football. Bengals, Broncos. I mean, that'll probably be a very bad game for the Broncos. I mean, the Bengals. Thursday Night Football, Seahawks, Cardinals. Should be a decent game. Sam Darnold looking like prime Sam Darnold for last year. Should be a decent game. 9 a.m. game. Vikings, Steelers. I think the week after this, week 5 is also a 9 a.m. game. I think, yeah, right here in London. We had some really good weeks. We had a really good weeks this week. I might upload a bonus video this week of Imperialism, just so this isn't the only video y'all get. Also, because it won't take DK much to edit this video, but man, we had a pretty good week of football this week. College football had some good games, but the NFL had a really good schedule for us this week. I mean, just dog walking teams, close games, special teams week. This was the week of the 0-2 teams for sure. Definitely. Browns stopped being winless. Let's see who else stopped being winless. The Panthers stopped being winless. That might be it. No, the Bears stopped being winless, and the Chiefs stopped being winless. There's a few teams that are already knocked off, not having no wins. Hey, we do what we got to do. Also, the Ravens being 1-2 is crazy to me. Who did they lose to? Oh yeah, the Bills and the Lions. Yeah. But hey man, look, that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys drop a like down below, sub to the channel. I might have another video coming out later this week or tomorrow on Sunday. I might post 2 this week just because I've been feeling under the weather. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. That's why I started recording today. And hopefully by the time later this week comes, maybe like Tuesday, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll have another video for you guys of Imperialism or something else. I actually have a video idea that I think will be really good and that y'all will really enjoy. Also, I want to shout you guys out for the absolute incredible dude. for the absolute incredible support that you guys have given me throughout this entire year. My goal is 100 by the end of the year. We are at 55 right now. Actually, let me check again. Make sure we didn't gain a sub while I've been sitting here. Nope, 55. We are at 55 subs. If we can hit 100 by the end of the year, that'll be incredible. I do want to get my retention up as well, though. So make sure you guys comment and like. Comment down below. What do y'all want to see? What kind of content do y'all want to see besides imperialism? Because imperialism is going to end soon, and we're not going to have no more videos. So what videos do y'all want to see on the channel? What videos do you want me to post? Because let's be honest, I'm doing this to make y'all happy. What videos do y'all want to see? That's my question to y'all. That's the question of the video. What videos do y'all want to see on this channel? Also, you like the video helps push me in the algorithm, helps me out a lot. So if you can press that like button, that'll be great as well. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys drop a like down below. Sub to the channel. If you sub to the channel, your team won't be trash anymore. So with that being said, I'll see y'all later. Peace. I love you, DK, for the first time. I'll see y'all later in the week.